in the series called the Qigong Field Manual, and there are going to be pieces of Kung Fu forms and Kung Fu warm-ups that my students are familiar with, but they're going to be joined together in a very efficient way so that you get the maximum benefit and the least amount of memorization. We're also going to go to beginner and intermediate level with some of the movements. So one of the primary components of Qigong, of generating energy, is to move stagnation in the organs, to move blood, to create a pump of squeezing out fluid and then allowing fluid to return. So the organs are primarily stomach, spleen, liver, gallbladder, kidney, adrenals, in the diaphragm area just below the lower ribs, or under the lower ribs. So we're going to be twisting at the waist, and in this warm-up, it's extremely efficient, we're also going to expand the lungs. So this movement opens the lungs, you can just feel it. So you're going to try to stretch open, not close off the lungs like this. So I'm going to describe the parts of the fist. This is the fist wheel or heel. This is the fist eye, like a closed up squinty eye. This is the fist back, like a back fist punch. This is the fist heart. And this is the fist face, like a punch in your face. Although we don't tend to twist that in our Shaolin. So in this exercise, when you twist your waist, and it's going to do it to your left. So in the camera, it looks like the right. Fist eyes face up, stretch up, open the ribs, open, 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 stretch up like a goalpost, and twist, drop. So there's going to be a natural inhale up, fist wheels face forward, exhale, drop, twisting, and open the chest. Yes, they keep it open as much as possible. That's the stretch. Younger people go faster with this and start just swinging the arms quickly. So that's one reason to keep a fist so the blood doesn't rush to your fingertips. And now let's go the other way. Turn, inhale up, exhale, drop. So there's no particular, it's just natural breathing. Spread open your ribs as if you're brushing your knuckles on the ceiling. Okay, now we're going to do, so you start with just the half turn, but it's more radical to do front to back. So this will be, start side to side. Now we're going to go front and twist around and turn to the back, drop. Lift front, back, drop. Big stretch. And the most difficult is to look in back and then look to the front. So we're going to back, lift, front, drop. Turn all the way to the back, lift, and drop. If you're having trouble with the coordination, do it more slowly. All right, we're only going to go side to side on the opposing, where you're dropping your body weight when your arms are going up, and then you're going up on your balls with your feet when your arms are swinging down. So this takes more a mental effort to do this. Lift and drop, and drop, come up on the balls. Good for your calf muscles. And stretch up. Go slow if you're getting mixed up. one of the reasons to keep your head facing front and not turn from side to side is that you can get dizzy. So if you don't get dizzy, you can turn your head with this. Either, I've seen it done both ways. It's never done this way though. Okay, now we're going to turn the other way, lift and drop, and come up, drop arms. It's pretty hard to do front and back with drop lift, so I won't make you do that, but if you're younger or you become adept at side to side, you can try front and back going up and down, okay? So, having done the waist, we're going to focus on the neck and the eyes right now. We'll start simple with just normal breathing, and then we're going to add the breath work. So palms push together like prayer, push to one armpit, look the opposite way, and try to rotate your eyeballs into the opposite corner. So push palms to the armpit, and look into the far opposite corner, stretching the tendons, working the eye muscles. So sometimes I tell students, you can remember this by saying, no, I don't want to train. Okay, yes, I'll train. So we're going to do the second one without breath work, and then we'll add the breath work. So you're just going to now let your neck, the weight of your head, pull your neck. But from here, don't lean forward this way. You're isolating. Look down. Look up. Just normal breathing. We'll just do 4. And you're going to switch your fingers. And now, as if to push the ceiling up and the floor down, fingertips point towards each other. Push as hard as you can. Just normal breathing. There's a tendency to want to breathe out as your movement goes out and breathe in as the movement comes in. But we're going to reverse that in a minute. Pull your fingers towards each other, the heels of your palms away from each other, fingertips point inward. Palm faces the floor, palm faces the ceiling. So now we're going to add the breath to these movements. So, start with this one. And you're going to exhale here, which is kind of counterintuitive. On the inhale, you're going to do a Taoist breath, a reverse breath, a yogic breath, or a longevity breath. It has all of those names, and you learn that in the previous videos. So exhale, front, relax. Inhale, tighten perineum. Pull up, pull the abs inward. And exhale, face front. So you're stretching and contracting internally at the same time. Other side. We're going to intertwine the fingers and do the same breathing pattern. So therefore, this would be exhale, relax. And inhale, tighten. For the duration of the inhale. Relax, let all the tissues spring back. And tighten the abs and the perineum. as you stretch up. And now we're going to switch the fingers. Good. So you can feel the pulling in as you stretch up. So this one, we're not going to do a breathing one because it's a little tricky. So now we're going to explore the range of motion we're going to innervate our eye muscles and explore the range of motion in our neck. So this is a free form kind of exercise, and there's no particular, just breathe, but just breathe naturally. So let the weight of your head just pull your neck muscles, feel where it's tight, and then gaze to different angles as you do that. So if you ever observe infants, they do stuff like this. Because they're usually stuck on their backs and they're looking around at the space. Let the weight of your head stretch your neck muscles. When you tuck your chin in, try to look through your chest. If you arch your head back, try to look behind yourself. Find all the things, find the little tight spots and kind of stay in them, and you can also use your arms to stretch out the tendons there. Feel where you can point with your arm and get a deeper stretch in your neck. So this is very peculiar looking, but it's free form. This is also a good thing to do if you're forced to be seated, like while traveling on a bus or a plane or a train for long periods of time. Try to move your neck. Imagine a baby turtle just born and sticking out its head and trying to see the whole world. All right, well, I think you've memorized that. So we're going to go down to the lower half now. So put your feet tight together. Try to make your ankle bones touch, your knees touch. Put your hands over your knees, your palms above the knees, the fingertips below, warming the knees. Squeeze together and make 30, 32, 36, anywhere in that range of circles. Warming and strengthening the quadriceps. Mobilizing the ankle bones. The lower back is engaged. Breathe naturally. Reverse directions at some point. Keep the squeezing. Engage the inner thigh muscles. All right, we're going to now stretch the quads and engage the hamstrings. So if you put your hands on your butt, you're trying to make your heel touch the center of your palm when you kick back. You kind of have to do a lot of these because they're pretty mild. It's like the active version of doing that stretch. And it also prepares your hamstrings for the hamstring stretch. Okay, you can do as many of those as you want. So now we're going to start here, and we are going to do the Taoist breath on this one. When we stretch down towards our feet, and be very careful, don't try to touch your toes if you're stiff. You're going to stretch your toes up, which tightens the knees and prevents tears. So there's, again, the opposite thing of stretching and tightening at the same time. So this is exhale. It looks like it should be inhale. And stretch down. Stretch your toes up. Don't worry if you can't touch it first. It'll get looser. Exhale here. And you're tightening your perineum and abs when you stretch down. Stretching the toes, stretching them apart, curling them up like an elf shoe. An elf shoe. Try to stretch your fingers back too. So resist the urge to go, oh, I touched. Yeah, because you want to stretch your arm tendons while you're stretching your leg tendons. All right. We're going to slam down on our heels now with, you can inhale, tighten if you want, and just an abrupt breath outward. It sends a shock wave up all the way up to your brainstem, up your spine. Good. So we're going to end with some little hand stretching. Extend your arms, circle the wrists. Also recommend open, close, shoot for 100 times. This is a very good thing for pumping blood. Let's just do a few now. But if you can get up to 100, that's good. So you want to be closed, open, closed, stretch, closed, stretch. Okay, we'll do it on your own. So, and now let's stretch circles, inward and outward. And I'm going to leave you with a fun thing that David Way and his colleagues used to do at the Wudang Monastery that he teaches to people who study Wudang Qigong with him. Thank you, David. This is a lot of fun. They would be suffering from abject boredom from all the repetitious training of very forms that just you can memorize them and then you just do them all day because there's something else to do. So shoot the target, shoot the target, shoot the target. That's pretty easy, right? After a while, shoot the target, shoot the target. And then you go up to another degree of difficulty where this is an old-fashioned talking on the phone gesture, and this is saying 3 minutes, like, just wait for me, I'll be off the phone in 3 minutes. So you go 3 minutes on the phone, 3 minutes on the phone, and alternating. So this is something you can do when you're bored on being transported from one place to another, traveling, and it's also Qigong. Okay,